shipwreck in the dark, far from the harbor, far from the start. In a storm, I lost my sails, I lost all direction, got caught in the veil.
Good morning, guys. I hope you had a lovely week. I think I'm re-entering my hot coffee era. I've never been one for hot coffees. I'm an iced coffee girl through and through. But lately, I don't know if it's a little bit of chocolate on top or what it is. Maybe I'm making them better now. Oh, they're so good. So I've started my day with my coffee. I've also got my ginger shot. Honestly, making a big batch of these to see through the week is it's probably my ultimate health and wellness hack. Oh, this batch has such a kick. I was just about to start making some breakfast, but Cameron beat me. He beat me to the last of the blackberries, and I woke up this morning knowing I literally only wanted one thing for breakfast, and that is my blackberry jam and almond butter porridge. It's one of my favorite autumnal breakfasts, and it's all I want. I can't be convinced into having anything else. And he beat me down here, and he didn't know I wanted them. So we're gonna go to the shops, and whilst we're out, I'm also gonna use this as my opportunity to get my steps in for the day. I'm doing 10,000 steps a day. I'm always trying to do 10,000 steps a day, but especially at the moment, I'm really trying to get that in every single day. As the weather gets less nice, as the weather gets colder, I wanna make sure that I'm keeping up my movement. So I'm gonna use my opportunity to do that this morning because I think the rain might come a little bit later. So we're gonna head straight out. Well, I'm gonna finish my coffee, finish my shot. We're gonna head straight out, head to the park, hopefully pick up some blackberries on the way back, and then I'll have a slightly later breakfast. But we're just gonna spend the day together today. It's gonna be a very cozy, chill day. We're finally gonna do like a little bit of decorating for autumn, so I'm excited to do that, and I'll show you the couple of bits that I've got. I've also got a new soup recipe to show you, so we're gonna make a big batch of soup. We're just gonna have a lovely cozy day. For now though, let's head out. I'm gonna finish this coffee. Let's go get some lovely autumnal fresh air this morning. Oh, I'm back. So, good news and bad news. The good news, the park was so nice. There are so many of those huge stags at the moment, and some people really drive me crazy. I feel like I'm not someone that is like easily angered, I don't think. I'm relatively chill and calm about most things. There is something about people disturbing wildlife that triggers me very hard, and people disturbing wildlife in a way that is also dangerous for them. Like, there are these big stags, they're making a lot of noise. There's also, I mean, they gave birth a while ago now, but there are also some pretty young deer that clearly gave birth quite late in the season with their mothers, who are also being quite protective, as you would expect. And people get so close to take photographs, and it's so irresponsible. The thing that drives me even more, like, sure, some people are stupid, whatever. If you want to get close to a fully grown stag that is during, I can't remember what season it is right now, but I know that it is culling season in the park. So like, I don't think you can let your dog off leads now. But anyway, some people are stupid, whatever. If you want to get close to a grown stag, you do you. The people that take their children, though, right up close to these wild animals, even if they're not the massive stags, even the smaller deer, why are you taking your children so close to them? Like, one kick and your child is gone, and they're at eye level with like their hooves. It drives me crazy when people do that. And when they start following the deer and the deer start moving away, so it's really obvious, like, your actions are impacting them, like they're now moving away. And there was one family where there was like little children, there were toddlers, like running after these deer that were then moving away towards the road. And I was like, either these deer are going to move into the road and then there's going to be cars involved, or they're going to get to the road, not want to do that turn around, and then your toddlers, drives me crazy. But when I moved away from where other people were and it was just me in the park, it was so lovely out there. And it's like the perfect autumnal morning of, I didn't wear a coat, I was just like this in a jumper and jeans, and I didn't feel cold, I didn't feel hot. It was just perfect weather, blue skies, sunshine. There was so much wildlife out there, like the herons and the deer and all the ducks and the birds and the dogs, and it was so lovely. Bad news, I know I've just had a little bit of a rant about people that drive me crazy, but that's not actually the bad news. The bad news is I went to 3 supermarkets and I couldn't find a single blackberry. No blackberries in the supermarkets, so that's very disappointing. I'm hoping I haven't missed the opportunity to make that breakfast, because I know you can get blackberries from elsewhere, but I really want to be buying British blackberries during blackberry season, and I might have missed it, you know. I might have missed blackberry season. Hopefully not. I'll see if I can order some on the food shop, because Cameron was obviously able to get some last week. Anyway, I can't have my blackberry porridge, which is very disappointing, because that was going to be a lovely autumnal thing to have this morning. I'm instead just going to have piece of toast with marmalade. We know how much I love marmalade. I have got at the moment one of the marmalades that I bought over the summer. I think it was over the summer I bought this, but it's the Ripley's Nurseries Farm Shop one, which I bought for anybody that saw that vlog. The ginger and whiskey marmalade, and it's really good. I mean, this is how much we've had so far, and we actually have 2 we actually have 2 marmalades on the go, because this Garson's farm's also half empty. In fact, we probably have 3 on the go. We get through so many, we both love it. So I think I'm just gonna have a piece of toast with some orange marmalade with whiskey and ginger. And you know what? Some whiskey and ginger marmalade, that's pretty autumnal. Oh, I also just realized, whilst I'm in the flow of yapping, that, guys, for anyone that doesn't follow me on Instagram, got my nails done, and I got them done brown, which is crazy for me. Look at me trying new things. I never don't get bubble bath, and I've just been feeling so itchy to try something new, so I did. We've gone for a warm chocolatey brown. I do feel a little bit like these are someone else's hands, and every time I like pick up a mug, I'm like, whoa, whose hands are they? But I think I like it. I think I will get bored of them quicker than obviously the other one, because they'll look grown out faster. Right, I'm getting too much in the flow. I'm gonna be quiet, I'm gonna make myself some toast, probably a cup of tea, and then I wanted, to be honest, dive straight into soup prep, because I've got a lot of vegetables to chop, but I'll talk to you about it in just a minute. For now, I need some breakfast, so it's just gonna be a little piece of toast. We can't have fancy breakfasts every day. My high protein, very nutrient dense, all vegetable soup. Honestly, I just love this. Oh, it's so good. Sometimes it's just really nice to have a soup that's super chunky, that's got lots of different bits in it. Sometimes it can just make it feel like a proper meal while still being light. And this one is so delicious. You could also, I mean, this is already pretty high protein because lentils are so packed with protein, and I've put a load of them in here. But if you didn't want to do lentils, or if you eat meat, then chicken in this. Oh, sometimes I miss my meat eating days. Chicken in this would be so delicious. Or you could swap out the lentils for chickpeas or butter beans, and this would be so nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go sit down so that I can really eat this and enjoy it. Literally the only thing that can improve on this as a meal is having a very large piece of chunky sourdough bread with some butter on to just like dunk in and soak up all the flavors from the soup. That would tip this over the edge. I had the last piece of bread that we had this morning, and that was just like store-bought sourdough. But today is going to be bread day. We have fed the starter this morning. I think it's, to be honest, nearly there. It's nearly ready to be turned into dough. So we'll get that turned into some bread later. Well, we'll get it turned into dough today, turned into bread tomorrow. We're doing pretty well with it. Well, I say we. Cameron in particular is doing very well with the sourdough. I need to like muscle my way back in there so that I can have another go again, because he's got a bit hooked on it. So now he seems to be making all the bread, and his loaves have come out really, really well. So maybe I'll try and show you this loaf when it comes up. Anyway, for now, I have no bread to go with my soup, but honestly, this soup is so chunky, it doesn't really need it. And then very shortly, we will crack on with decorating for autumn, because the two things I was waiting to arrive today have now officially arrived, so we can do some decorating for autumn once I've enjoyed my lovely soup. But cheers.
I hope we don't fail to see the beauty of being free. Don't forget what you love the most. I just wanna keep you close, so we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking.
Okay, I have boxes. I have to say, before I show you this stuff, just quickly on the chocolate chip cookies. If anybody saw last week's vlog, for anyone that saw that, and I showed you the reel of the chocolate chip cookie recipe that I wanted to try and make, and then I made chocolate chip cookies. Actually not that recipe, because if you can believe it, oh, there's a fly. Hopefully you can't hear him too much. But if you can believe it, I tried that online recipe and it didn't work. Didn't work for me at all. Didn't work at all. It wasn't as good as my chocolate chip recipe. So I then went ahead and made my own chocolate chip recipe because I made those ones. They weren't that great. So the final results that you saw, like the final clip, I never actually said in that vlog, those were my own chocolate chip recipes. So I am now very biased and I think I have the best chocolate chip recipe in the world. I'll put it in the description, give it a go. I think it's like completely foolproof. Like I think even if you're not a baker at all, it's the simplest recipe ever and it comes out with excellent chocolate chip cookies every single time. Like I'm biased, but I just really think they're the best. So yeah, let me know if you give them a try. Right, I have some goodies. We all know I'm not really a massive shopper, so there's not loads to show you, but there are a few things. So I might as well start with the things that I've already told you that I've got. Turns out I didn't actually buy both of the pumpkins. I thought I had, but I actually only bought one of the little pumpkins from Sophie Allport. But it's very sweet. It is a little woven wool, don't know what it's called, but it's a little woolen pumpkin, and I think the colours are lovely. I think it's really simple, and I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but this is my one singular pumpkin. Lots of you gave me the advice to try Primark and stuff, which I haven't had a look in. To be honest, there's loads of places I haven't had a look in. It's just the ones that I did go to. And for everybody that suggested like B&M, The Range, and Home Sense, I think, there's honestly none of those around me. I think The Range especially, there's more of them like in the north, and there are a few B&Ms around, but like not super easy for me to get to. Same thing with Home Sense. I either need to go like further into London. I think there's one like Merton or like kind of Wimbledon way, which like isn't too difficult for me to get to. But either way, supporting the independent English shop like Sophie Allport makes me very happy, and this is very sweet. So we have one singular little pumpkin. I'm also not mad at the fact that if I get one pumpkin a year, then eventually I'll have plenty of things to decorate the house with. I can't do it all straight away. And then, like I mentioned, I also got myself a little autumnal apron. This makes me so happy. I don't have an autumnal apron. My only apron is very summery. And I just think this one is perfect. It's called like the Woodlands Friends one or something. Look, we have on here, little hedgehog, squirrel, a little baby hedgehog with a big hedgehog. And I think it's really nice the way like there's little bits of pink amongst the green florals, because we all know how much I like pink. And now for my autumnal baking, look at me like styling an apron. You guys all know what an apron looks like, but I love it. Or if I ever just want to do like a mini half one, I love it. It's so cute. Oh, I'm sorry, it's so cute. It's so cute. They're so sweet, and I've got two big pockets here. I can put all my spoons or my phone things in. I love. Oh look, and there's a little popper at the back actually, so that I can adjust this to be tighter up here if I need it to be. If I need to tighten it or if I need it to be tighter. So those are the two things I got from Sophie Allport. My new apron and my little pumpkin. Let me show you what else I have got. Next. Oh, those are so satisfying, aren't they? Some shoes. I know lots of people probably have these. If you don't have these, then I will put a link to them. And if I were you, I would grab them very quickly, because it's one of those things that I just think these aren't going to be in stock for long. I really don't. Oh, they are stunning. Oh wow, I love them even more than I thought I was going to. Look at these, they're so soft. Is that suede? Oh, they're so soft. They're like the same fabric. I don't know if it is actually suede. I don't think it's suede. But it's like the same fabric as my red ones, and I just love them. Look. It's the nicest, like soft, chocolatey brown, almost like a mocha kind of a colour. And I think the combo of like the soft mockery brown here with the warmer caramel base and then the creamy stripes, I love. And it looks like it comes with like brown laces and white ones. So I could always swap them out if the white ones get grubby. And the best thing about these is that if I get my shoes from Adidas, then I just know they're gonna fit. I don't even need to try them on. But maybe I just will, just to double check. Oh, they're perfect. You won't be able to see them that well, but believe me, you're gonna be seeing them in every single vlog from now on, all of this autumn and probably all of next autumn as well, so. Oh, they're so nice. This colour feels very chic indeed. This gives me like cool casual mum vibes. One day I'm gonna be the mum with the cool shoes and the best chocolate chip cookies. That's the dream. Okay, obsessed with those. Exactly my vibe, very comfortable. And then the final thing that I got is something from Ellen Vale Interiors, which if you are ever in the market for like soft furnishings in general, whether that's throws or pillows or whatever, cannot recommend Ellen Vale more highly. So this might not be the most exciting thing in the world because I actually already have it, but we have one of this particular pillow, which is a brown tweed. Look at that pattern. I don't know if you can tell like the texture of the fabric as well, but it's just lovely. I'm obsessed with it. We only have one and that feels criminal. So honestly, not the most fun, but I basically just bought another one and I'd be interested to see if they actually fully match because the old one that I have is from, oh, they actually don't match. Oh no, they don't match. I did think that might be the case because the old one that we've got is from a couple of years ago. And so I thought to myself, there is a chance that the fabric has slightly changed. I actually think they're similar enough though that I don't care. I can be a bit of a perfectionist, but I'm actually just not sure I care about this. Basically, here we have the new one, which again, it's called the same name. I just figured there was a slight chance the fabric might have changed. So you can see, I don't know how easily you can see, this one is like a richer, warmer color. And this one is, I guess, a little bit more grey. Like when they're kind of like that, you just like can't really tell. And they're gonna be on opposite sides of a sofa. So I feel like actually, you won't be able to tell too much. But I think this brown tweed colour is just so autumnal and so lovely, especially for like an English home. If we had like an English country home, we had something like in the depths of the English countryside, like in the Cotswolds or something, then like this kind of thing, like my house would be full of so much tweed. Who doesn't love tweed? I love tweed. But we're in Surrey and it doesn't feel like I'm full countryside. I'm more suburban. Somewhere between city and country. I love both equally and I can't decide. So I've ended up in the middle. So we have a touch of tweed as opposed to full-on tweed. Sometimes I find it so interesting how where we live is such a reflection of our personality, or where we live ends up dictating so much of maybe what our home looks like, or maybe all those three things are kind of all smushed together. But for anyone else that's in the suburbs, have you ever gone through the phase of just like not knowing exactly how to decorate your home or finding styling your home difficult because you do feel a little bit in between two places? We moved into this house and I knew from when we first moved in, I didn't want a modern home. I've never wanted a modern home. It's actually really interesting because my parents are also in the suburbs and my dad really likes everything quite like modern and a little bit alternative and quite like industrial loft style. And then my mum really loves like country English cottage style. And so my house, I guess, from home is a little bit of an odd mix of both worlds. And I think moving into this house, I was like, I know I want it to feel English cottage-esque, but not necessarily like country-esque. Like, you know, the English aesthetic, which is such a lovely one. There's like English farmer, English countryside. I didn't want to go all that way because that's not where I live and that's not me. And I'm not someone that is out on the fields every day. Like, I don't have any land. And I'm not in the depths of the countryside. I don't live in a village. I'm fully in the suburbs and London is close to me. But I also know that I didn't want like a modern city-based home. Sometimes it's hard to meld the two, but what I want is a perfect mix of the two. A little bit country, a little bit cottage, a little bit city. Anyway, anyone else in the suburbs sometimes find it hard to know like where your home style sits and like how much, like where to pull your influences from. Because I've always believed that you should, where possible, of course you should inject your own personality into where you live, like of course, but you should also style your home based on the architecture and like reflect the building that you're in, because I think that most naturally blends together. And you shouldn't, if you move into like a lovely old home that has all of these beautiful what's it called, like accents and design details and things, you shouldn't tear those out or paint over them or rip them down. Like just buy a different house if that's not for you. But some of these suburban homes are a bit of like a blank space. You can kind of do what you want with them. Anyway, I'm really rambling now. That I guess is a really long waffly way for me to say let's decorate for autumn. I don't have loads of things to decorate with. I want to put out these pillows, find a slot for my one pumpkin, and then there's a few other things that I've got. I mean, you guys know I actually bought these. I think I showed you when the white hydrangeas arrived. I didn't show you when the green ones arrived, but I have these green hydrangeas that arrived during the summer. You can see I've like tried to bend one because they're way too long. I need to get some wire cutters out of shed so I can trim these down so they can go in a vase. I've just got a few things that I need to get styled up. I want to pull forward or get out from being tucked away some certain coffee table books that I think are a little bit autumnal. I think you can mix up the things you already have to make your space feel refreshed and to reflect a new season just by prioritizing displaying certain objects of certain colors or certain textures in your home. That's what we're gonna do. We're not really gonna add a lot of new stuff, but we're gonna reorganize some things. That's enough yapping from me. Let's decorate from autumn and give this space a little bit of a spruce. Done. It feels so nice in here now. Doing a bit of like a decor update also gave me an excuse to give it a bit of like a clean at the same time, and it's feeling very refreshed in here. I am very obsessed with this pillow combo, I have to say, of having like the floral and the tweed. I think they go very nicely together, so I'm very happy with those. I can't work out where to put this coffee table book. I bought it in July, August, I can't remember, but I bought it when I went to I think it was when I went to Ripley, but I love this book. It's so beautiful. And again, the brown of the spine is lovely. And a lot of the inspo on the inside is also, I mean, it's not specifically autumnal, but it's just a beautiful book. And a lot of the color palettes on the inside make me think autumnal thoughts. And I really want somewhere lovely to put this book so that people can just pick it up and read it. And I can just pick it up and read it whenever I want to get a bit of inspo. But I just don't know where to put it. I mean, the answer is like on the coffee table. I just don't have anything to necessarily style it with. So I needed a bit of thinking. I was trying to have a go at it, but I couldn't come up with anything that I quite liked. So if anyone's got any coffee table book styling inspo ideas, let me know. Otherwise though, that is everything all done. I've had such a nice day today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know if there's any particular vlogs that you want to see from me over the next few months. I've got lots planned out, but if there is anything in particular that you want to see, then let me know. We should do a Q&A catch up soon. I think I've got that planned out for in a few weeks time, so we'll definitely catch up properly soon for any new faces. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying autumnal cozy season. I hope you have such a lovely week, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.